So when you're actually shooting into everyday boring light in the woods, don't be afraid to look out for something different, and just try to look at the woodland as it is and try to get a wide shot. So standing back, just like I'm going to do here of this shot, it's not a winner, but there's a few interesting aspects of the shot, and I'm going to point out why. So I'm just going to show you what I'm shooting at. Now this is the image I'm going to take, and I'll shoot the back of the camera in a minute. But as you see, there's a lot of sky involved here, and there's a lot of dead foliage, bracken, etc., all dried up. And then in the back of it, you can see the lush of spring coming back from these trees, possibly ripe red pine, etc. at the back there. So what I'm going to do is take the back of the camera, and we're going to minimise a lot of this. And I love how the slanted part of the tree coming down here, this pine, Scotch pine tree I think it is. And then in the back you've got all the greenery coming from the trees in the background there, and all the bracken and foliage is looking all dead. So you've got two ends of the spectrum here. Focus on the foreground, prominent tree in the middle there, and then just maybe get the tree on the background there, it's just moving to one side. That will give me my two focus points that I only need in this shot. So we'll take it from there and see how it fares. Nice misty morning here at a local park where I stay, and I've came to frame up a nice composition firstly. As I always like to do in my videos, is get straight to the point. So here, just so I'll show you a bit of footage. So I'm looking at this tree here, and it's the branches are low down, and what it's doing is framing. It's a beech tree, and it's framing a little beech tree in the background there with the leaves just hanging on to dear life to it, still there through the winter. And I want to frame that with the two branches above and below it. So it's going to be a bit closer in the image. So we'll see how that fares. So I'm just going to look at this shot we're going to go for, and just swing you around this way. If I can just even shooting into areas like this is can work well in this type of year, because you look at the grass, it's been hit by the frost, and of course the birch trees, as we said earlier, they actually match the coldness of the environment of the surrounding environment. So the back of the camera doesn't look much, but you can see there's a bit of mist in the background there, like cold mist. This adds to the shot. So you look at my shot, in the back of the screen, you have got this in the back of the mist of the cold air, and plus of course the birch trees in the foreground. They're all birch in the background as well. There is a lot of sky, but with this shot I think it works because the sky adds to this. It adds to the atmosphere of the cold, and of course the birches are white as well. So the bark looks acceptable in this kind of light, especially in the background, so we can shoot this. And if it works out well, I'll put up on the screen and tell me what you think in a comment below the video.
These days are running slow. Sunsets and shores far from home. Headlights are shining on the sea. No place on earth I'd rather be. And I could try to just follow the swell, but I'll never find this anywhere else. To all those places on the wall, and none come close to this, I'm sure. You try to say the sunrise the same, but tell me, have you ever danced in the rain? And I could
So this next composition is it's another kind of, it's just pretty much all the same as composition I'm going for. Just nice spaced out trees around the grounds here, and the bluebells are kind of just like in between the, for example, the dead wood here, the fallen branches. So I'm just going to flip you around here, show you what I'm looking at. This is the interest for the foreground, or the midground rather. So I'm going to miss out this part here, and you want to just keep it out there, miss out the sky, take the distractions away. Left to right, you've got obviously the tree on the left hand side here just framing it, on the right hand side, all across the other side. There's a nice kind of composition there with these parts of the old parts of the fallen trees. There's a fallen tree there. Obviously it looks like some kind of possible pine tree back in its day. And in the back there, there is some light. We are waiting for the light incidentally to come up, but I'm just shooting for fun just now, I call it. And just trying to make sense of this this beautiful woodland. So you just see I've got my histograms right in the centre there. It's not going either way, it's perfectly exposed. What I'm going to do is just focus on to the furthest point, to infinity, to the tree in the background there, and manual focus again, as I like to do, and just bring this into focus, take the shot, stick it on timer. So I'm going to go for the midground this time. Now, why am I not using 4.5 or, you know, 5 f5 whatever? There's a reason for that, because I'm just trying to get this perfectly, not sharp, but perfectly kind of detailed as much as I can in camera. So I'm going for a lower f-stop, or higher left stop even. So there we go, got the foreground, which is the main interest in this shot. So it's 3 points of focus I'm going for here. And then to the part of the foreground where it starts. And that's it. As I said, I've actually said before that the channel is also about everything about woodland, not just take photography. So I was going to recommend a book, and it's a good starter book for anyone who wants to learn about trees.
But I'll never find this anywhere else. And I could try to just follow the sweat, but I'll never find this anywhere else. I'll never find.
So that's the Collins Tree Book Guide. It's the most complete field guide to trees across Britain and Europe. Well worth a read and quite good for a reference. And as I say, it helps you differentiate different trees so you know what you're shooting. Back to the video. Hi, so we are just in the edge of the woodland here again, and just spotted a little spot here. A few photographers here today. So over here, come flip you around this side and show you what I'm looking at. So you see over there, right in the background there's a lovely gnarly tree right in the background, and you've got a lovely frame of this tree which has also been affected by the wind well at some point. It's kind of lopping over, it's framing it nicely, and you've got a little kind of light, just dappling light coming across there, just highlighting that tree in the background. But as I'm trying to do now is miss out a lot of the grass there, because you can see yourself there's not many bluebells until you get to the middle of the part of this ground. So I'm just going to focus in about 200 for this shot, and you see there is the shot I'm going for. It's a prime lens, so prime lenses are good to practice because you only can work with the focal length it goes to, so you have to work harder. So it's a good way to practice your compositions, etc. So this is a 105mm, this one, and because I don't have a filter that's big enough, I'm going to have to use a adapter and just to put on my polarizer from case. So I'm just going to, these right lays I'm going to try to get, and this is stick on the camera. What I'm going to do is just change the image area. So I had it 1.1 crop, I'm going to stick it to the usual 36x24, and yeah, just and you see there, you see the difference there straight away. So this is the kind of shot I'm going to go for. It's more about the backlight than anything else. I mean, it's quite a ready-made composition, as I say. It's mainly just a plantation area of pine trees. But what I'm getting there is a lovely bit of backlight there. It's slightly clipping on the right-hand side. So what I need to do in this case is let's take up the shutter speed, sorry, a bit, just to bring it up. Now, I don't mind that bit too much because that's mainly this part here, which with the sun is just above it. So there's a finished image there. So I don't know how this image is going to fare. The light is moving in and out a little bit. I'm looking for the light to be a little bit more consistent on the left hand side. There's a lot of clouds above me, I'm just waiting for it to peekaboo from behind a cloud and capture the side of the daffodil. It never really works like that. You usually have to wait a little bit. Patience, patience. Stand here until I get that picture. If the picture works out, you'll see the image now. Abstract shots, for example. Abstract shots work absolutely great in tree bark. So much interesting tree bark to shoot, and try that for these months. Something that I'll be doing a bit more of is abstract, kind of 1x1 square crop. It does work. Ideally I love to get trees in situ, as in you're actually taking a shot of them all together, but sometimes just zooming into a tree, trying to get the texture of the tree works so well. So this shot is it's got a nice kind of touch to it, and there's some mist right in the background there, and also some lovely greenery coming from the trees. It just frames it nicely, and we're just going to swap you around just to show you what I'm looking at. So here's a shot, and what I'm going to do is just position you just where the camera will be. So the camera's going to be set up about there for this shot. What I like about it is there's sections of it. So you've got in here, you've got the water here, the pond, reflection of the tree there, which is way up there of course, and you've got this lovely greenery just growing out the water there, and the trees kind of framing it side by side there. So yeah, let's take the shot and see how it fares. This is the image I'm taking. It's a birch tree on a small hill, bit of grass maybe, and it's other birch trees around it. Now I'm not too fussed about the right hand side as much, although I will incorporate a bit into that, but this branch here, you see it there, this branch here is kind of touching this part of the tree. It's a small imperfection, I can live with that, but I'm trying to separate those trees over there. So let's get in the back of the camera, have a look. So there we go, there's the image. Let's take off this. There's the one I've taken earlier, and yeah, you can see I've separated these trees out. Two birch trees there in the centre there, birch tree there, older birch tree there. You can see it's older. You can see it's an old birch tree because of the darkness at the bottom of the trunk. That's what gives it away. And this is a little hill bit. Even though the hill doesn't really show in this image, if I just go to zoom the lens out a bit, you can see it's so many things that's distracting there. Big batch of sky there, and if you can just see it, a man-made path over there in this direction. So I kind of zoomed in, and now even I'm not getting the hill in as much. What I'm getting is a different kind of positions of birch trees, kind of up and down, up and down. It's quite good. I do like that. It's kind of juxtaposition. So we'll see how it fares, and the image is any good, leave a comment.
get through, and we'll sing hallelujah. But what is that to you right now? But let's talk in a way that can give us some faith to go round. We'll hold tight as we can when it's better again, and that'll sustain me for now. I'll hold on tighter to you, my friend, when we're together again. Together again, when we're together again. When we're together again.